As I told you that we are into the final hours of the Antony deal, trust me, this deal is going to happen. There is no way United pulls out of it. Under confirmation from Mark Verwage, you know him very well. He is the first journalist that broke the news that Ten Hag has been interviewed by Manchester United, and obviously even the other journalists really jumped onto it. And close to Ajax, he's really one of those journalists. You will know that he's so close to the club which goes by the name of Ajax and is doing the needful to really let us know about what is happening. Now he has told us that Antony is house hunting. He has submitted a transfer request, and he has told Ajax, please let me go to Manchester United. Let me go to Manchester United. And we're talking a little bit of Hannibal and the new goalkeeper that United has really been chasing, and they've pulled out of that deal and they are no longer chasing for him. Rokan David is my name. United Matters channel is the YouTube channel you're watching us from. Smash the like button, comment and share. As I told you earlier that we are here chasing for what we call the 6,000 subscriber target. And obviously we are left with like, is it 80 subscribers? I think 80. So guys, if at all you're watching us for the very first time, or you've been always watching us in and you have not yet subscribed to this channel, go into the lower right bottom corner, smash the subscription button. After smashing it, hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel. And obviously smash the like button. Let's see this video have close to 1,000 likes, because it's really good news coming in from Ajax. All right. Mark Verwage, you know him. He's worked for the Telegraph for Orange in Netherlands. Has told us that Antony's management are already house hunting in Manchester. And obviously, a man who goes by the names of Simon Mollock, he's a chief football reporter for the Sunday Mirror, has told us that Antony is already looking at houses in Manchester area. So what I want to let you know about this guy, Mollock Mirror has been so close and so accurate onto Erik Ten Hag. It looks like they are so much close to the agent of Erik Ten Hag, all his advisors, or I don't know who really gets them the news about Erik Ten Hag. But ever since Ten Hag came into Manchester United, the Mirror have been so accurate about Erik Ten Hag. And obviously they're telling us that the player is house hunting. Now you know that it's already done. Today, Antony was at Ajax training complex. He left 2 hours early before his fellow teammates. He never trained, but he was talking to the board, obviously, telling them that, please, I want to leave. Let me leave and join Manchester United. You've been given the amount of money that you want. Why don't you let me leave this place? So Antony is house hunting in Manchester, and obviously let's wait and see what everything is going to be like in the next hours, because this is what we want to know. And obviously another big story after this of house hunting, I don't know whether it has been programmed to be put out like this, but obviously this story has really shown up again and in a different way altogether. And guess what? Mark Verwage for the Telegraph has told us that breaking, Manchester United have placed an offer of above 90 million euros for Antony. The player wants to make the move within the next 48 hours. He has asked the club to operate. So after a story coming out that he's looking for a house in Manchester, we've been told by Mark Verwage that United have made another offer, call it a bid, of 90 million euros or above 90 million euros to go in and really get in Antony to Manchester United. For those that have been watching my videos since morning, I brought you a story that Laurie Whitwell, a correspondent of Manchester United for The Athletic, came on to inform us in the morning that United are willing to go north of 94 million euros. And obviously when you hear Mark Verwage telling you that we've made a bid or an offer of above 90 million euros, it corresponds with what Laurie Whitwell, a journalist who is always briefed by Manchester United, told us in the morning. And obviously it's really that, and Manchester United is really chasing for this deal. They want this deal done as soon as possible, because Ten Hag is in need of a left-footed forward. We are lacking a left-footed forward, and Antony is really that one player who has been really working hard at Erik Ten Hag's place when he was still managing Ajax. And guys, this talk around Manchester United that these players who have been bought from the Eredivisie are not good in the Premier League, I really believe that all the two that he has signed from the LDVs, that is Lisandro Martinez and Malacia Terrell, have come out and put in a shift, and everyone is talking about them. Malacia even made it to the Premier League Team of the Week, playing as the left back. That's it. He made it there. So, when you look at everything going on there, I really believe that this has acted as a catalyst for the Glazers to go in and say, all right, let's get him in another LDVZ player, because these ones have hit the ground running. And secondly, the manager, Erik ten Hag, wants to work with people that he knows. Remember, Paul Torres was onto the list of Manchester United being scouted as a central defender, left-footed. When Ten Hag came in through to them, I don't want him. I want Lisandro Martinez. And obviously, Lisandro Martinez has put in a shift, and obviously, everyone is saying, all right. And obviously, the manager wants in Antony, and Antony is going to arrive at Manchester United, guys. So tomorrow, all today morning, just get to know that everything is going to be done and dusted. Ajax are going to accept a deal. I know this offer is going to be accepted by Ajax, because I think they can't hold it any longer, because they've overpriced United out of the move. United have said, we are going to give you the money that you want. So I think 90 million euros. Why don't you hold it when you're Ajax? You get it. Unless you are not a business team, because you can get in ZH and go in and play for you in that position of Antony for 2 years. Then Francesco Senseka would have really gotten the confidence to come in and play, because Antony, like it or not, if he doesn't go this season, even next season you're going to lose him, and you won't be able to get ZH, because ZH would have moved to another club that's going to give him a bigger contract and longer. So what do? You get in ZH right about now and get in and get out Antony. I think that would be the realistic business that these players, they're supposed to be doing for, that Ajax are supposed to be doing for Ajax, for Antony. Just in, Simon Mollock, chief football reporter for the Sunday Mirror, has told us that Antony has handed in a transfer request to Ajax. So, these stories have come on concurrently. I don't know why. I'm not cooking these stories, very well, because I'm so much legit. I get out a story, I show you the source, and after showing you the source, I come in and let you know that, obviously, this is what I think about the story. But obviously, when you compare this story with what Mark Verwage has really come out and told us about Antony, obviously, it's a confirmation that that's a transfer request. You get? So, let's continue and see what we have in there for you. And Mark Verwage has confirmed to us also that Antony has officially asked Ajax to cooperate in a transfer to Manchester United. That is like a verbal transfer request, confirming what Moloch has told us before, that he has submitted in a transfer request. That means that the photo we saw when he was in his car and signing a shirt for the Ajax fan was from the office of Edwin van der Sar and Clancy and Huntler, telling them, please, let me out of the club. Don't prevent my move from Manchester United. And he has asked Ajax to cooperate in a transfer to Manchester United, because obviously they wanted 50 million euros at the beginning of the season, of the transfer. And now they're getting almost ×2. Why don't you let me go? Let me go, because I don't feel okay in here for you. So Mark Verwage has told us that, and he has continued to let us know that Antony has full personal agreement with Manchester United and would sign until 2027. Antony has told Ajax board that it would have big impact on him if they decided to refuse to sell him. Obviously, when you see a chance of really going out there and making big money, because I know Antony is going to be put on a contract of like £150,000 a week maximum, according to me, not minimum but maximum. He won't exceed that contract, and he's earning close to, is it £70,000 a week at Ajax? So United is going to multiply by 2 his amount of money he's been earning at Ajax. And obviously, don't tell me that he would not want to really leave a side which goes by the names of Ajax. And he's not living for the money, he's living for his career. Because when you look at the World Cup, Rafinha, whom he competes with to play onto that right attacking side of the midfield, has gone to a side which goes by the names of Barcelona. He's in a bigger club. And him, to really be sounding a lot, he needs to come in at Manchester United, because United and Barcelona are really having the same name and spotlight that they give the player. It's a football it's a football forward move, according to me. He's making a move that is really adding a lot to his career, amidst him saying that he grew up watching Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Bayern Munich. But obviously, time will come when he wants to go. But obviously, for he plays for Manchester United for like 3-4 seasons, still having like 2 years to go. Obviously, United can go in and sell him at 100 million euros and they get back their money. You get, though coming in at Manchester United at 90 million euros is really going to pile a lot of pressure on him. But I really believe that with Erik ten Hag, he's really going to hit the ground running, because he's going to be with his fellow Brazilians, that is Freddy and Casemiro. When you add on Antony, the environment will be okay for him. And secondly, he's going to be playing with Lisandro Martinez, one of the players he has been playing with at Ajax. So I think no new environment for him that really affects very many players. And he has told Ajax that, please, if you keep me here, it's going to affect me, and I'm not going to be the same again. Obviously, his mind won't be at Ajax, and the officials of Ajax know it. And I'm asking myself, why should Ajax not let this guy go? Let him go, because obviously we're selling club. I even read a story somewhere that Ajax makes a profit per year of like 100 million euros, and yet this is the amount of money that United is willing to give them in this player, and Man United has already given them 55 million euros plus 12 million euros of add-ons. That is 67 million euros for Lisandro Martinez. And obviously they're going to get them close to 170 million euros, and they don't want to really sell this player. And no one is going to come here next season to give Antony that amount of money. No one. I don't know why Ajax are acting stubborn, but obviously it's the blame for the Glazers because they've gone in late. Remember, in July, United made a bid of 60 million euros, and Ajax told them we want 80. And now they've made an 80 million euro bid. Ajax has told United we want more than 80. So let's wait and see what this is going to be like at Old Trafford, Carrington, and Ajax in Amsterdam. Now, Antony's advisor informed the Dutch champions that he wants to join Erik ten Hag at Old Trafford after Ajax rejected an offer of £72.3 million or 80 million euros last week. Antony has already told United that personal terms will be a formality. Obviously, the personal terms won't be a problem, because we ran a story when United were going to play their last game of the preseason tour in Perth against Aston Villa, that his agents were in London. Remember, United has offices in London, to discuss what their client structure of the deal is going to be, what the agent's going to get, what is the player going to be earning in as a sign-on fee and as the weekly wages. So all of that has been discussed, and it's not going to be a problem in between Manchester United and Antony. So that's why his advisor has informed the Dutch champions that, please, he wants to join Erik ten Hag at Old Trafford. You get, let the guy go. What else do you want, Edwin van der Sar? Why don't you sell this player? You were selling club, you know that. Who is going to get you this money? That's the big question. Who is going to get you this money? And it's coming in as a miracle for the Dutch champions, Ajax. Who have they ever sold a player at 90 million euros? The only two players they've sold expensively are De Jong at 85 million euros to Barcelona, and a player who goes by the names of Matthias de Ligt at 80 million euros to a side which goes by the names of Juventus. That's it. But the rest of the players, nothing. So, as things stand, obviously, a deal is being pushed to go in and happen. Now, David Austin, you know him. He works for the Athletic, football correspondent at the Athletic. He has told us that Antony's representatives are in London looking to complete a move to Old Trafford. United are confident of reaching an agreement with Ajax to sign Antony. Have you heard it? Let me first deal with the first bit of it. Antony's representatives are in London to complete a move to Old Trafford. You see that it coincides with the first story I told you, that his representatives are house hunting in Manchester, meaning that they are in London and Manchester, not so big distance that separates the two cities, but obviously they are in London to complete a move to Old Trafford. I've already told you that United has what we call offices in London. You get? So let's wait and see what is really going to be like as this deal really goes on. And United are confident of reaching an agreement with Ajax in the for you after making a 19 million euro bid for Antony this time round. And David Austin again has told us that United are confident. And let's see what David Austin has for us again. United are confident of reaching an agreement with Ajax to sign Antony, obviously. So that's what you had to be about Antony. But Antony obviously is coming to Manchester United. 90 million euro bid made in. Players handed a player request, has handed in a request. And obviously, he's house hunting. United confident of the deal. His agents are in London at the office of Manchester United. When you add all of those four, are you still doubting Thomas that this deal is not going to happen? Guys, we are having credible journalists, David Austin talking about it, Fabrizio Romano, Mark Verwage, a close source to a side which goes by names of Barcelona. Sorry, Ajax is so much close to that and is telling us that. So are you still doubting Thomas's? So, guys, I think you now know what the deal is all about. It has reached the final completion stage, according to me. And I don't know what you guys think about it. But after that, let's go to that Cody Gakpo story, because Cody Gakpo today, his team has been beaten by Rangers by 1-0, and they're out of the Champions League. And obviously that means they're going to be playing into the UEFA Europa League. And as I told you that when they are out, obviously, this story is going to gain momentum. It's going to gather audience and a lot of media coverage. And now, after they've been put out, a story has been released by Telegraph from Netherlands. You know it. Mark Verwage works there, and Mark van Graaf, they do work that side. Those are credible journalists coming in from Netherlands that work for the Telegraph. And this story has been also reported by Sports Witness coming from Germany, that PSV realized Gakpo's departure cannot be prevented if they were to receive the right offer. What is the right offer? The right offer is 50 million euros, but I know they'll go in for like 45. I know United will negotiate down to 45, and obviously they let the player go. He played very well today. And I really believe that him coming will help Rashford, because he's better than Marcus Rashford and will push Rashford to really get us to the level where we expect him to be. Because Rashford has not been pushed all of the times has been here, you get, and he has been playing knowing that I'm the only player who plays this position and I have no competitor at Manchester United, something that has affected his career a lot. But when Gakpo comes in through, obviously it will push a man who goes by names of Marcus Rashford. So Cody Gakpo to Manchester United, a deal will happen if at all United make the right offer to PSV Eindhoven. He's valued at 50 million euros. Let's wait and see where this deal is going to go. Now, Telegraph Dhaka, you know him, United correspondent for the Telegraph, has told us that United have cooled their interest in Kevin Trapp for the moment over entering Frankfurt's 25 million valuation of the goalkeeper. Obviously, let me tell you this. Every team that you've not been negotiating with right now are really going to go on and really ransom United. Do you know why? They hear that you are spending money for fun. Buying 60 million euros for Casemiro. You are sending a message to them that you can pay out anything that they will call for. Paying 90 million euros for Antony. That's another message sent to them clearly that, oh, United is desperate. You get? So, I really believe that Frankfurt would have even taken 10 million euros, but because they know that United are really desperate to get in a goalkeeper, and according to the mistakes that David De Gea did in the game of Brentford and Brighton, and in the game of Liverpool, we never even started or played from behind. It's a message that you are desperate in need of a goalkeeper who's a ball-playing goalkeeper. Obviously, Kevin Trapp was so much on form that the media of the Germany fraternity put the Germany national coach on pressure to get Manuel Neuer out of goal and put in Kevin Trapp. That's the level at which Kevin Trapp is. Good shot stopper, good ball playing goalkeeper, and United have pulled out of the deal because they are being ransomed at 25 million euros. And you see what the Glazers are doing right now. If at all it was way back, if at all had lost against Liverpool, they would have gone in and paid this money because they knew that, all right, we need a backup goalkeeper. Let us bring him in. The manager wants to be playing with a goalkeeper who really is good as a super goalkeeper, and his ball distribution is good and press resistant and good on the ball. Let us get in Kevin Trapp, you get? But after winning against Liverpool, everything is back to normal. The Glazers no longer even mind. It's okay now. It's okay now. Even if we don't win, even if we don't sign in a player, it's okay. That's why you see they're going for Antony at their own pace. They're going in for De Jong at their own pace. So this is the reason why we want to kick the Glazers out of Manchester United. That's it. They only put in a shift to bring in the players required when pressure is mounting on them. And how that's pressure coming through? Obviously, Sir Jim Ratcliffe is here to buy the club. And secondly, people are demonstrating. So that's the pressure they hear. So let's wait and see how things are going to happen. And by the way, what has really sent them to a sleep is that they know that we are going to play 2 away games. We are playing away at Southampton and we are playing away at Leicester. Our next game is going to be against Arsenal on Sunday the 4th. The transfer window would have closed on Thursday. And on Thursday, we are going to be playing away at Leicester. So that is going to be 1st of September. So as things stand, they're on a holiday because they know everything is done. Unless otherwise, I'm not a prophet of doom like we lose against Southampton. You'll see them wake up again and really say, all right, let's get in so and so. So the Glazers are really incompetent. That's why we need to kick them out of this club. They are not in a proper position to run this club. They cannot fight for this club. Sorry about that. They cannot fight for this club. They bought us on debt. We are still in debt, and they've milked out £1 billion from Manchester United since they bought it. The amount of money that would have been buying players. And when you compare with us with Man City, the owners of Man City have injected £1 billion in Man City. But the owners of Manchester United have gotten £1 billion dividends from Manchester United. You see how funny it is? That's how funny it is. So let's wait and see what happens. But let me end this video by talking about Hannibal in there for you. Details remain to be settled before Hannibal Mejbri's loan to Birmingham. United seek to include penalties to be paid in the contract depending on the number of games played. Great. This is a French outlet, and you know that Hannibal really has lots of French connections in the foyer. And I believe the story has been put out by the agent that the loan to Birmingham is going to happen, but obviously it is all about one thing: playing time. And United want to include penalties to Birmingham to meet if at all they don't give this player enough playing time. So guys, thank you very much for watching in. Tell me what you think about Antony house hunting in Manchester, his agents in London at the office of Manchester United to agree all the remaining details. United confident of the deal to happen because they've just submitted a bid of 90 million euros. Guys, thank you very much for watching in. Good night. Last video of the day. Talk to you tomorrow morning, guys, because I feel I've covered everything that you guys needed to know. Rock and David is my name. May the Almighty God protect you abundantly. I protect you all in the blood of Jesus Christ. And may God grant you everything that you guys deserve. I sign out for now. See you later, and I'm out. Bye-bye.